Hey devs, welcome back to another 2-Minute Tuesday here. In this week's tip, we're going to take a look at how you can quickly share code snippets from Android Studio or IntelliJ directly to other people via GitHub. This makes it easier to collaborate and review code with whoever you're working with all over the world. There are many cases where we want to be able to share code with collaborators. Maybe we're working on a remote team or working on an open source project, working with people all across the world. In these cases, there are many times where we might be having a design discussion or a code review, and we want to be able to share specific lines or snippets of code to help assist in that discussion. This can be really useful for resolving ambiguity and giving concrete examples of what we're talking about. To help facilitate this code sharing, there's a trick we can do within Android Studio or IntelliJ that allows us to share a link to specific lines of code on GitHub directly from within Android Studio or IntelliJ. Now, to do this, the first thing we need to do is to ensure that our project is set up as a Git repository and that it is shared on GitHub. To do this, you can go to the VCS menu or version control system, and you're going to want to look to make sure that your project is set up under Git. So you see here, we have this Git menu and we have other Git related options. So that's a good sign. And if we go to the Git options, you'll see down at the bottom, there are things like rebase my GitHub fork or create pull request. If you see options like this with the little GitHub logo, your project is probably set up to integrate with GitHub. Once you verify that your project is on GitHub and linked and ready to go, you can highlight the line of code that you want to share. So in this case, I'll highlight just this first line of the class declaration. Once it's highlighted, you can right click and then scroll down to this option at the bottom that says Open on GitHub. Once you click that, we'll actually take you into a browser. You'll see this opens up GitHub itself and highlights the same line of code that you had highlighted in your IDE. From here, you can double click on the link and then share that with teammates so that they can look at this exact line of code and see immediately where in your project you're talking about and what that code looks like. This can really make it easier to collaborate and facilitate these code discussions. Hopefully, this has been useful and it'll make collaborating on future projects more enjoyable for you.